Remember the Twitch Safety Advisory Council? That whole thing where Twitch added people to some sort of team to help moderate and bring the Twitch community together? Yeah, it's been exactly 1 year since that happened and not much has really come from it. As far as I can tell, nothing positive came from this council, as the only things that people remember is the drama that unfolded soon after it was announced. I think you all know what I'm talking about. You know, that one particular dear person that had quite a way with their words and caught the attention of many people. The drama that ensued was so big that even friends of mine who aren't gamers mentioned it, and that's when I knew this was more than just your everyday internet drama. This was advanced internet drama. So, whatever happened to that dear lady? Did she get fired from the team or quit streaming altogether? Let's take a look into what exactly happened to everyone's favorite Dear Lady Council member, FerociouslySteph. Before we talk about what happened to Steph, let's take a look and see what led to the creation of the Twitch Safety Council to begin with. Twitch had consistently been growing at an unprecedented rate since its inception back in 2011. In 2014, Amazon bought Twitch for $1 billion, and ever since then it's only been growing more and more. With the website built around community engagement based around live streaming, there is bound to be a few that like to cause a little chaos. With the virus situation at hand keeping people stuck in their homes, those people were being seen everywhere. Twitch had been dealing with trolls like this for years now, but with every one troll you ban, two come to take its place. Twitch wanted their site to be one giant community full of the best personalities at the forefront, and soon came up with the plan to get more positive community engagement. On May 14th, 2020, Twitch introduced its new Twitch Safety Advisory Council. In Twitch's own words, this group is composed of online safety experts and Twitch creators who have a deep understanding of Twitch, its content, and its community. When developing this council, we felt it was essential to include both experts who can provide an external perspective, as well as Twitch streamers who deeply understand creators' unique challenges and viewpoints. Each member of the council was carefully selected based on their familiarity with the Twitch community and their relevant personal and professional experiences. The people added to the council were Alex Holmes, Carnage, Cup of Noodle, Emma Lozano, Dr. Samir Heduja, T.L. Taylor, Zizaran, and of course, FerociouslySteph. Steph herself seemed really excited by the opportunity, showing her gratitude and appreciation for being chosen as a team member, and things seem to be headed in a good direction for Twitch in general. A team of online safety experts and Twitch streamers that will work together to make Twitch a more inclusive and positive place in general. What can possibly go wrong? At first, things were looking normal, news articles about the council being mostly positive, stating the idea is a good one, but no one knows if the team will be able to accomplish anything substantial at all or make any long-term changes. Normal skepticism, nothing you haven't seen before. Twitter, however, they were immediately on edge of the day that the news was announced, and there was one little detail in Steph's introduction that caught the eyes of many people. In Twitch's own words, her fight for inclusivity includes creating a competitive team that's composed entirely of marginalized gamers and vehemently imposing non-inclusive mechanics such as voice chat. That last part set people off. Why would Twitch choose someone to represent gamers as a person who is against one of the most core features in modern video games? It made little to no sense to a lot of people, and some were hoping this was just some sort of hot take from Steph and nothing more. But little did we know, it was much more than that. Within hours of Steph being on the big screen, people were soon to take notice that she is a transgender furry and has some sort of deer persona that she has on during her streams. Now this at a first glance doesn't seem like much, just another person putting up an animal character for the streamers to enjoy. Is it weird? Yeah, I'd say so. However, it goes much further than just a persona, as there are clips of her having a deergasm on stream, which are something to say at the very least.
Start and come back to here maybe. Nice and soft. Down to the back of the head. Maybe down a little bit. What's nice about forest creatures is that they'll sort of give you feedback on your scritches. And they're pretty sensitive to scritches. So scritches in different areas get different reactions from forest creatures. You can get.
Thank you.
These clips didn't make Steph look good in any sort of way and gave off a feeling of self-embarrassment to the viewer, with people giving her the nickname we all know her by, Dear Lady. Steph herself was already off to a very, very rough start in the mainstream eyes, but it doesn't get any better from here on out. Remember how in her Twitch introduction she said that she was against voice chat? Well, she gives her reason for that, and as to be unbiased as I possibly can for the sake of the video's integrity, they are downright awful.
The only way to have a level playing field at the highest level of play is to have is to not have voice chat, to not have people give up their linguistic profiles. I mean, and maybe you think, you know, if you are a competitive gamer, which a lot of people have been like, Steph, you clearly know nothing about competitive play. Well, competition, by the way, y'all, competition requires you to get every advantage possible. To become the top 0.01% in any video game, you have to squeeze every amount of advantage you can possibly get. Voice chat is unfair. Period. No, I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all. It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists. Sorry. Just a fact of how I feel. I said a lot of people with cis white male sounding voices are here telling me that voice chat isn't a problem, and that is a fact. Y'all have voices that aren't marginalized coming in and saying, just mute, it's not an issue. Everyone faces harassment. I've heard it all. You're just repeating my like a year ago. I've been through this all.
Voice chat in no way, shape, or form is unfair. It just means that the enemy team is more coordinated and better at communication than your own. That is a skill in of itself, communication and coordination, and voice chat takes a little bit of both. If Steph thinks it's unfair because voice chat forces people to give up their linguistic profiles, she should have explained what she meant by that, but instead she puts the blame on the white cis male haters and how their voices aren't marginalized so they don't matter. Steph is giving people reasons to hate her beyond just having a hot take, but for borderline racism when race had nothing to do with the situation whatsoever. Within mere hours of the Twitch Safety Advisory Council going live, Steph is thrust into the mainstream spotlight, and every single thing she has said or done since have been extremely awful things for any person to do or say, and this is coming from someone that Twitch claims to be an example of the gaming community. It's safe to say that most people watching the situation were not happy at all, and for many good reasons. It's one thing to make fun of Steph for the deargasm stuff, but for her to outright blame the issue of voice chat on the white cis males is outright wrong, especially coming from a person in power such as herself. Speaking of power, Steph has a lot of things to say about how it feels now that she's in her current position.
But I'm hanging in there, and I'm not going anywhere. I have power. They can't take it away from me. And honestly, you know, there are some people that should be afraid of me, and that they are, because I represent moderation and diversity, and I'm gonna come for hurtful, harmful people. If you're a really shitty person, I'm gonna stand up against you. Period. And Twitch is endorsing me to do that, so.
In the span of 3 days, Steph went from some random Twitch streamer that Twitch chose to represent the site to one of the most hated people on the entire internet. It was honestly astounding to see the downfall happen in real time. I remember just being outright shocked at how quickly everything was going. Steph was handling things extremely poorly, and people were showing absolutely no mercy on her. You had countless YouTube videos made on her insane opinions, and even more Twitter threads telling her a bunch of downright awful things. Now, no one deserves to be harassed for who they are as a person, but it's understandable to see people constantly going after her for the deargasm videos. Her awful opinions only justified people's hatred towards her. It wasn't just your everyday gamer that didn't agree with Steph's views and how she carried herself. Many other streamers such as XQC and Asmongold put their own 2 cents on the situation, with Asmongold being very vocal about the situation due to how all of the people Twitch could have chose to represent the platform, they chose the worst possible person for the sake of inclusion.
And at the same time, this person can say negative things about white people, and it's fine. If I said that about black people or about trans people, I would be banned. I would be gone off the platform. But they do it, and it's completely okay, and Twitch accepts it. It's the emperor's new clothes, and everybody is afraid to say what's obvious. That's all there is to it. It's wrong. If you had replaced that, what she said, with any other group of people, if me, XQC, Soda, Summit, Lyric, any other streamer had said that, we would have been off the platform in a second.
Oh, jeez.
Am I wrong?
Streamers with more influence and power than her were going against her, and that's when you know things were getting out of control fast. Steph's Twitter is a perfect example of this rapid decline. On the day she was announced to be a member of the Safety Council, she proclaimed her excitement as any person would. Who wouldn't? You're working with a team of people that are all there to make Twitch a better place after all. However, her very next tweet sums up just how south things were going. She doubles down on her voice chat argument while bringing race into something that has nothing to do with it. You start off the day with celebration and end the day with racism. It's such a wonder why people hated her so much to begin with. It doesn't get any better as the days go by, with each post making little sense when you take a second to think about everything. She gets frustrated that people are taking her clips out of context when that wasn't the case, and she tries to take back her claims on gamers being white supremacists, which she said clearly she believed in from the clip earlier.
No, I'm just not cool with white supremacy, y'all. It's really not that. I think a lot of you gamers are actually white supremacists.
Something needed to be done, and fast, before this dumpster fire turned into a raging inferno. On May 19th, 5 days after the Safety Advisory Council was formed, that fire was officially put out. Emmett Shear, CEO of Twitch, posted an article about the new council and what he expects from them, as well as the rest of the Twitch team. He makes it clear in the post that council members will not make moderation decisions, nor will they have access to any details on specific moderation cases. They are not Twitch employees, and they do not speak on Twitch's behalf. People now know that Steph has no power over them and can't threaten to ban them, and that the Safety Advisory Council was some sort of bridge between the Twitch community and the Twitch staff. The council has no say in what happens on the site. They simply give their 2 cents and hopefully it influences things in the direction they believe is the best. Emmett also points out that harassment directed at council members or anyone at or on Twitch only underscores the importance of the council. He doesn't name Steph outright, but we all know which staff member was being harassed by the general public. After this post came out to clear things up, the Dear Lady controversy started to fade away as people went on with their daily lives. They didn't need to worry about Steph abusing her powers, as people now know she had none to begin with. It begs the question, did the Twitch staff not make it clear to her that she had no power, or was she just that caught up with the newfound attention? Well, an instance a few months later does give people an idea on what's going on behind the scenes that could answer this question. A few months pass and nothing happens with the team, but on September 16th, Twitch found itself in another controversy after they started to force ads on affiliated and partnered channels, even if those channels chose not to run ads to begin with. People were upset, and some took it to the Safety Advisory Council to see if they had any answers. While people got little to nothing, Steph does imply that she was not in the know about Twitch's plans to start forcing ads, meaning that the council's already being neglected by Twitch only 4 months after its formation, and even implies the council only exists just so Twitch can have something to show that they care about their users. It is certainly telling that the one person that was lambasted the most by the people on the internet is the one to say that the council's not even being used and only exists for PR reasons. So, what is Steph up to now? Well, as far as I can tell, after the forced Twitch ads fiasco, there hasn't been much going on between her and the team, publicly anyways. Steph herself had kept up with streaming for a while, but as of now she's taking a break, stating in a recent check-in stream that she's buying a new house soon and wants to focus on that over Twitch for the time being, along with figuring out what she wants to do with her career in the future.
Literally and figuratively moving. I need to redefine myself, and I need to find a way to come back to content creation.
Perhaps she will be back sooner than anticipated, or this might be the last time we ever see her stream on Twitch, let alone ever again to begin with. For now, all we can do is wait and see, all while watching countless clips of her erratic behavior on YouTube.